I have been using the Canon EOS R5 for some time now. I think more than almost 2 years now. August, I completed 2 years. It's a great experience. I have been using Canon cameras for a long time, starting from the Canon G7X Mark One. Then I went for the Canon 200, then the 80D, then the EOS R, and then the EOS R5. Everything is working really good for me. The Canon EOS R5 is the best camera which I have used, and I'm really enjoying it. It's like a very powerful camera. The quality of the videos are really good. I have been always shooting on the log format. Initially it was C-Log 1, then I got C-Log 3, and usually 4K, and in that 4K also we have this 4K, the fine format, which actually resamples the 8K. This, as of now, I am shooting on 4K 25 frames per second, and it is in the IPB Lite format. IPB Lite is the format which they introduced recently on this camera. I don't know whether it's available with other cameras. It actually creates very small file size compared to the All-I and even IPB. I'll talk about all the three formats. I'll shoot this video in all the three formats so that you can understand the advantages, disadvantages, and the quality of the video. Now let me switch this video to the All-I format. I'll be shooting in All-I 4K 25 frames per second. I'm just changing the compression method now. Okay, now I have changed the settings to 4K HQ mode 25 frames per second in All-I. All-I is like the compression method where you have individual frames as much as like very high quality. All-I compression has the best quality, but the file size is really big. If you are shooting in All-I, the editing is much simpler. It doesn't require much of machine power compared to IPB. Then the other thing is every frame is compressed separately, so you get a lot of information stored in this format. Most of the professionals prefer to shoot in All-I, and I was also shooting in All-I all these years. Almost 2 years I have been using All-I, not the other compression. But recently what has happened is I am like accumulating a lot of files which are very big in size, and practically I am finding it very difficult to take backups. Have like stored in many TBs of hard disks, and now I thought of finding some solution which would really help me to have smaller files, but still I can have the backups. So then I tried the IPB. Now let me switch this video to IPB. Okay, now I have switched to the IPB compression. Everything else is same, 4K 25 frames per second HQ mode, and it's the IPB compression. IPB, what I found when I was editing using my MacBook Pro, it was very tough to edit. The machine was like the kind of lag was very much more, and I found that the hardware resources are much needed when you need to edit a IPB compressed file. So I had to switch back to All-I, but the file size in IP is like 3 times smaller, 3 to 4 times I think smaller than the All-I format. So you get an advantage of the file size, but you compromise a bit on quality. But I will say that I couldn't really find big difference in quality of the videos, but definitely I could experience the lag or difficulty in editing the videos, rendering the videos. That time I didn't have my iPad Pro, so I didn't know what a M1 chip would be doing when you edit a video shot in IPB. So I quit using IPB and I switched back to All-I. That time we didn't have the IPB Lite format. Recently, the latest upgrade or the previous upgrade, I think we got the IPB Lite format, which I never tried. Recently, I was going through some article related to this compression formats of Canon, and I could find that IPB Lite is much recommended when it comes to the file size, and it was not that difficult to edit because it was reducing even the bit rate. So the compression mechanism is different compared to the All-I, as well as The bitrate also is less compared to even IPB and All-I. Now I'm going to switch to the IPB Lite format. Let's see how things are. Now I am going to switch to the IPB Lite format. Check and let me know about the video qualities of all the three formats what you are watching. I'll be editing all the three videos, these three compression formats in the same manner so that you can understand if there is any change or there's any improvement in video quality once it goes to the YouTube compression and it is published on YouTube. Now this video is shot on IPB Lite 4K 25 frames per second for 4K HQ mode. So the only thing is I have changed the compression format, or like I have used the All-I earlier which I had mentioned, then the IPB, and this is the IPB Lite. IPB Lite, the biggest advantage is the file size is like very small compared to what you get in All-I, much smaller compared to even the IPB, and I have not found any difficulty editing it on my iPad Pro which has the M1 chip. I use the LumaFusion software, it's working really good, and my eyes couldn't find any difference in the quality of the video. It's now up to you to let me know how you feel about the quality of the video. Is there any difference? On every clip on in this video you will be finding which format this video is, so you can let me know if you find any big difference. But definitely I have an advantage of, like, I can shoot long videos. My card is like CF Express card which can store 28 GB. Usually for one day of my travel videos I can hardly shoot on that card. Sometimes I used to use my second card also. So when I shoot on this IPB Lite, I feel that I don't need any more CF Express card or storage system, and even the backups would be very easy for me. So I'm going to try shooting on IPB Lite for some more days, and if I really notice any big disadvantage or problems with this format, I'll let you guys know. But All-I, it's really good, but file size are really big and it's very difficult to shoot long videos. It's like, for example, there's an interview which you want to shoot. It would be very difficult to do it on All-I. You can do it, definitely you can do it, but again the storage, the file sizes would be really big and you have to use a lot of resources to process or do the post-production. As far as YouTube videos are concerned, I don't think we need to spend so much of resources to develop these videos. If you are going to do a commercial or a professional shoot for some movies or some kind of short films or some kind of paid advertisements, I would definitely suggest you go with All-I. Other than that, for YouTube videos where you need to just publish and delete these, now for example these files I'm not going to keep or store it anywhere. I'll just delete it as soon as I publish the videos. That's what I am doing these days. But my travel videos definitely I wanted to store, and it was like really tough for me. And even the videos of my farm, the Chris Food Forest videos, I do really want to keep the backups and I'm finding it very difficult. So let me see if I can use the IPB Lite format for my future videos, especially the videos which I really don't need to like have very professional look. I should be able to manage with this. So please let me know if you are a person using the Canon EOS R5 or R6 or R10, these cameras which has all these three formats. I would definitely want to hear from you guys. I had searched the internet and YouTube. There were not too many information or too much of information shared about shooting with the IPB Lite format, because I think it's quite new. IPB Lite RAW is available. RAW I don't shoot because I cannot edit it on my iPad Pro, but definitely you can edit on the Final Cut Pro. I may be shifting to Final Cut Pro for some days to check some of these things on Final Cut Pro. I want to double check if the IPB Lite works okay on the Final Cut Pro with my laptop. It's not the M1 chip, so that's the problem. I heard that the laptops, the MacBook Pro or the MacBook Air with the M1 chips are working great with the these formats. Let me check. So that was a short video on the Canon image compression formats, and my experience. I am not a very professional photographer. All these things are just by my experiences, so I just thought of sharing with you guys. Definitely would love to hear from you. Bye for now. Take care.